Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. It is Friday evening-ish. We are going to be eating supper in about half an hour. I did the dishes. I got my planning all ready. At midnight, I am starting my 24-hour readathon, which I'm really excited about. I do plan on resting a bit before I actually start at midnight, but I do have a lot of things left to do before that starts. I did take a break this afternoon for reading because I needed the break, and I was reading A Promised Land, and it is not doing it for me right now. It's very tedious for me to read because we're at the part where he's talking about when he won his elections and tried to build up his administration, which is fine. It's just that like telling me I don't need to read 100 pages of you telling me why you chose this person over another person and why did you choose this person instead of this one. And that is just too much for me, and I am not interested in reading about it. So I could not focus on the book at all, and I just stopped and played some games and played a board game with my son instead. And then I did the dishes. And then I would love to read some more of another book, but I do need to get ready for my 24-hour readathon, and I do need to film and get stuff edited and uploaded and scheduled so that I don't need to think about it, at least for the weekend. So I did this morning finish, or was it yesterday evening, finish filling up my planner for social media posting. It is pretty full. I just don't have all of my Facebook posts. But other than that, it's pretty much there. I do have a couple of YouTube videos that I will be adding towards the last week and a half that I still need to figure out. But other than that, I've got a good chunk of it down. But everything TikTok related, I'm trying to post very short videos, but every day. So I found some videos and ideas to film, but I do need to film them and edit them. It's easy and very quick to edit and upload and schedule. I just need to do it. So that's what I'm gonna focus on right now. And then when I'm done with filming, I also need to put out some book reviews for my blog that is in French on my website and get those scheduled as well. Lots to do. I do plan on resting a bit and taking a nap before midnight because I'm starting a live at midnight, but we'll see how it goes. And I would love for us to go take a walk as a family. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I film everything before the sun is no longer available for filming, and then all of the rest I can do like way later and probably go for a walk after supper or something like that. Reading wise, I plan on finishing Stormland for sure. I'm already halfway through. I don't want to make more progress in A Promised Land other than finishing the chapter I'm in the middle of and finishing the chapter for tomorrow. Other than that, I'm not making any more progress for that book. It's already enough for my brain, one chapter a day. And then, all right, I got my cart over here. So I'm going to pick this one up after Stormland because it's a short one and easy to read while in a 24-hour readathon in a short time. I might pick up this one to read maybe the first chapter-ish, make some progress in that. And then I don't know. Let me check what my actual TBR looks like. I know what my TBR looks like, but look at this one. I just want to see like which one I should prioritize. Well, I should make some progress in Assassin's Quest as well. I'll probably do that, and then I could read The Honey Witch as well, because both were for the Choose Your Own Adventure readathon, which was for the prompt of a friend's favorite. So this one was sent to me by Asma, and I wanted to pick it up for that one. And I've got The Honey Witch on my reader, which was recommended to me by Paco from Bad Witch Books. So I might pick up those two because they are pretty short. Gonna give me a bit of a new book kind of feeling, which I think will be very motivational to get through books and this readathon. So yeah, I might focus on that, but I might want to pick up this one. I don't know. I'm not closing any doors so far. We'll see. I'm not sure what I want to pick up. If I could finish books that I'm currently reading, that would be so awesome. But I kind of want to read this. We shall see how it goes. I'll try to update you during the sprints and stuff, and in between sprints and lives, and give you some reading updates. Obviously, because I will be reading quite a bit tomorrow, and I'm excited. So on that note, I'm gonna leave you to it so I can get to some filming, and I'll see you a little bit later. It is almost time for me to start my sprints for my 24-hour readathon. I have not been able to sleep. I went to bed for maybe, I was hoping 3 hours. It did not make it to 3 hours. I rested my eyes for like maybe an hour-ish. That's pretty much it. Anxiety right now has been filling up all the space that's left in my mind, so not great. It's a good thing I'll be just reading and trying to drain the bad energy from my brain. I did manage to schedule 2 videos. So my wrap-up and my TBR and my wrap-up, those are edited and scheduled for tomorrow, almost today, and on Sunday. I didn't manage to write any articles for my website. Unfortunately, the filming took way much more time than expected, but it's fine. We're gonna just roll with it. I'll write them a little bit later on. Shouldn't be too bad. And yeah, I think I forgot to tell you also that I did enroll on edX classes, so you can have access to some classes for free if you don't want the certification and stuff, and you don't get like the graded papers for the work. So I enrolled for 3 classes of digital marketing to see if there's a way I can just improve my own business, but we shall see. I am going to lose access to it on August 2nd, so we'll see if I manage to get through that within my busy schedule. Anyways, I'm about to go live. I've got my coffee almost ready. I am going to be using my iPad, which is the first time I've ever used StreamYard with the iPad. So hopefully it goes well. We shall see. It should be better than my phone, but I can't use my computer since my husband is sleeping and the computer is instead bedroom. So let's get this readathon started. See you later. Hi everyone, so I'm going to make a quick update, first of all because I don't have a lot of batteries, and second because I don't have a lot of battery energy in myself either. So yeah, let's go. First of all, I had a wonderful 24-hour readathon. I'm so happy with everything that I've read. So I ended up reading 480 pages in 24 hours, and I'm so happy with that. And I did take a little bit of time off. I only slept for maybe 3 hours in that whole 24-hour. I was ready to go past midnight, but then decided to just close it off and go to bed. And I slept so much, and now I'm feeling like, I don't know if it's because, and right now I don't know if that's what I'm feeling right now. I managed to finish my chapter of A Promised Land, as well as the end of the other chapter of the day before. The thing is that I'm enjoying it, and I enjoy hearing about different things that are happening, and like how Obama was just put in a really surreal position in a time of crisis, and he had to act really quickly. And like, what can he do that will make the people happy, as well as like the other politicians with whom he's working with? And people were working so much against him, and it's like very petty behavior. And I know it's biased because it's from him that we're hearing about that, but I'm not even surprised to read what I'm reading, and it gets frustrating. And at the same time, like, I appreciate being able to see what was going in his mind and why did he chose this or that option. So that I really appreciate. But when he talks about economics, I'm a bit bored. And when he talks about like, why did he choose this person to be in his administration instead of this one, or instead of this one, because this and because that? And that is very daunting to me, and it's very boring. So I feel like sometimes it's just so boring and so long before like we get to the point. And I understand that he does need to explain some things in order to understand what point he's trying to make. But it's a lot, and he's very wordy. So like, it's not a bad thing. It's just, I'm not into politics that way. So it's not something that I eat up. So if you like and enjoy politics, you would probably enjoy it better than I am right now because of that. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. It's just a lot. Anyways, there's that. And then I also read and finished Stormland, which I'm so happy. I was disappointed with the ending, though, unfortunately, because I had an issue with the villains of the story because I felt like they were so cliche, and it was so cliche that it made them a little bit comical, if that makes sense. And the tone of the rest of the book was not that way. Is it like the author stands at like how ridiculous rich people are in our society as it is right now, and like how ridiculous can they get? Probably. But yeah, I was iffy on the ending there because I hate when that stuff kind of happens. Like, don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's only a tiny part of the ending though that I didn't quite like or enjoy. So it's not the whole book, and I still very, very enjoyed the ambience. And it was very stressful to read because I could feel the wind, I could feel the storm coming and being there, and other things that did happen, I could feel it and sense it in my body, which I think is really a phenomenal thing to do as an author, to be able to create that atmosphere and make your readers actually feel it. That's like my favorite part of this book. I think the author really managed very well and brilliantly to capture that vibe. So I am giving it a 4 stars because after reflection, I wasn't sure if I was going to give it a 3.5 or a 4 because of the ending that kind of annoyed me. But I think I'm still gonna give it a 4. That's what I put on Goodreads anyway. Yeah, really, really good book. I'll see if I can actually get that feedback back to NetGalley. I'll try. But yeah, really happy with that. I did start also Before the Coffee Gets Cold, but I only read 18 pages before I was like, okay, I need to go to bed right now. But so far I'm really enjoying it, and I feel like I'm gonna devour this book. Hopefully I can read most of it today. This morning we went to IKEA. We bought a couple of things. My mom had to go there before she came at my house, so we went together. I bought a couple of things that we needed, like drinking glasses that we didn't have anymore because we kept breaking them. But yeah, those ones we do enjoy because my mom has them and we like them. They are sturdy and not easily breakable. So we got some of those. We got some stuff to organize the pantry, which I've done this morning. We got some kind of trash cans that we're going to use for like putting everything that we're going to try to use so we can pick up after ourselves. So I'm gonna go around the house, pick up everything that's not supposed to be where it's at, that I can see with my eyes, and put it in, like, if this is my son's, I'll put it in his bin. And if it's my husband's, I'll put it in his bin. And then you just take your bin and put stuff away that needs to be put away. So everyone is responsible for their stuff. We're gonna try that method. Hopefully it works. But yeah, they were really cheap as well. So I was really happy we got that deal. And it's like the right size. It was perfect, right price. We love that. And then we also got some, it's not a bin, but like a wooden box-ish, so that we could put away the dog's toys, because I can't stand having them all over the place anymore. So we're gonna have like a special place for him that he can put his dog toys in. So that's gonna be a little bit more organized. And what else? I think that's it. And then my dad came and built me these shelves for my plants. Isn't it pretty? I'm so happy because it's the right length. I was a little bit scared because here by the window, it's not that deep. So the pots were getting bigger and it was a little risky for the plant to fall off. But now we have the right sizes of shelves for my plants, and I'm really happy. I even have a little bit more space for a couple of more plants if I want to. I won't right now, But yeah, happy with that. I do have to do some repotting of a couple of them, 1, 2, maybe 3 of them. But I won't be doing that today because right now I'm exhausted. Going to IKEA is exhausting. And also organizing everything in the pantry was exhausting. And now my parents are gone and I'm just exhausted and tired. And I just want to sit down and read. So that's probably what I'm going to do right now. So yeah, great time. I'm happy. I do have a lot of things that I need to get done as well because I didn't manage to edit, upload, schedule as many things that I wanted to in advance. So I know I still have a couple of things that I do need to take care of today, but I won't be doing it right now because I need a break. So I'm gonna lay down for a bit and try to read, and we'll see from there what I'll be able to do with the energy that I have. So on that note, I'll update you a little bit later when I do have some reading done. Hey everyone, it is now Wednesday. So quick update. First of all, I haven't read much. Yesterday, I focused mostly on work. We did have a doctor's appointment, and before that, we just went out to run some errands. And then when I came back, I just focused on work on my computer, my business, my stuff, and didn't really read. I tried to, but I just wanted some things to be finished with as quickly as possible. And then it was getting pretty late. So I tried to read before bed. Maybe I read maybe 10 pages-ish of Before the Coffee Gets Cold, but that's pretty much it for now. A doctor's appointment went well. And so far, we're keeping things as they are. And we are going to look for a therapist for my son's anxiety and take care of that. But at least like everything's good. Same thing with my husband. So far, we're leaving things as is for now. And I'm fine with that and just getting through the summer. And then we'll see for a plan afterwards when we do, because anyways we are waiting for a phone call anyways, so we'll just wait for that and see from there what we do. And then we went to IKEA again because I saw things the last time around and I was still thinking about them and I wanted to go back and get them. So I have in this coffee station I had some bins for the spaces underneath here. And I used to have these bins, but as you can see, there's a lot of dust and dog hair that would get in and on the stuff that I was storing there. So that was not very practical. I do get that I have a lot of dust on my mugs as they just sit there, but I know that they're not like dirty because I do it quite often and it's only like the top, well, the bottom here. So I can deal with that, but the stuff that I do put in storage there, I don't use that often. So I wanted to find something with a lid on top. So that's what we found. So we've got now these nice little storage bins with a lid so that only the lid gets dusty, which is easier to deal with than like a whole bunch of water bottles or whatever are stored there. So, and they fit quite well as well in my station, so I'm happy with that. And I managed to clean everything yesterday, but at the same time as I was doing all of that. So that was done. So productive. I also went to Michael's to see if we could get some vinyls because I do want to identify everything with the Cricut machine so we can identify every bin, every storage stuff, especially for my son. But he wants like a million colors and they are quite pricey. And I remembered that there was a site I went on that sold them well, they're knockoffs, but sold at a very cheap price. So I decided not to get them. And when I came back home, I checked the website and I remembered why I didn't order quite often is because it has a $25 shipping fee. So I'll see what I will do. I'm not sure yet. Am I just waiting? Because they offer free shipping after $89, but I don't need $89 worth of vinyl and other stuff. I do need some new cutting mats, but even there, I am not even close to the $89. So I don't know. I might just order like a roll or something. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that, and I'll see what I decide to do. But I hate having to pay $25 in shipping. I prefer having $25 worth of items instead of shipping. And then when I went to the Cricut official website, they do have sales, so that's fun. But they do have a $15 shipping rate as well. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm still thinking about it. Anyways, it's not like an emergency thing. And then, yeah, I made some good progress through my to-do list for my business. So I was behind a lot of some book reviews that I do on my website for my French followers that don't watch my videos in English. So I caught up on that. And then that means that I'll now have time to actually focus on like my products, getting everything sewn and cut all of the fabrics I need to cut. I am doing a craft fair in November, and I do need to get my inventory up quite a lot. I have been applying to a lot of craft fairs as well. But yeah, I'm hoping to sew a bit, get my website's inventory updated as well. I also have another platform where I sell my stuff, which is a platform kind of like Etsy, but for only shops in Quebec. So I do need to update that because my listings are not updated and my prices are not updated at all. They're like my old prices, and I really need to update all of that. So now that like all of my blog is done, I can focus on that part. And today we are starting a decluttering phase of the whole house. So we're starting in the basement, in the storage space, and then we're gonna come up and go upstairs. Slowly, we're gonna do maybe 2 hours per day, try not to overdo it. And hopefully that will be helping in the whole house because yeah, we really need that decluttering. And doing it by yourself is quite daunting as a task. So we're gonna do it as a family. Well, the kiddo is gonna help when toys are involved. But yeah. My husband isn't up yet, so while he still sleeps, I'm gonna make the last TikTok I need to do because everything has been scheduled and filmed and edited. Everything is there for the whole week. So until Saturday. My reviews are scheduled until like I think the 19th, but like I'm up to date. I don't have any more reviews to do except the ones when I do finish some reading, some books. But I haven't finished any more books since the last review I've made. So I'm fine there for now. And I still need to do at least an Instagram post and a Facebook post. And one TikTok that I didn't get to film because I kind of forgot about it when I was filming. But I'm gonna do it now. It's all ready. I just need to film it and quickly edit it and schedule it because it was for I think tomorrow. So we're still fine with that. And I'll probably do like on Saturday, I'll probably do a blitz of filming, editing, and all that good stuff for the week ahead. And so far, I'm feeling very productive. I'm really happy with how that's going. And hopefully I'll be able to keep up the pace. That's the most important part because when school is gonna come around again, I'm gonna have to be able to keep up with the scheduling and all of that. But we'll see how that goes. But so far, really happy with how that's going. On that note, I'm gonna leave you and go film, and then probably get to edit, schedule that video, and then probably go to my sewing room and start putting away some things that I do need to put away, and see how that goes, if I can get some fabric cut or sew a couple of things. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
On my face, and I'm only 23. And that's just speaking for me. You hit that certain age, you're told to make a living wage. But I swear I just learned my name. I swear I'm not to blame. You're told no more fun, it's off to work. You need to earn a dime to have any work. But I don't play that way. I'm always gonna say, take us back to when we were kids. We didn't know how good we had it. Now we're all just sick and sad and sad and take us back to before we grew up, before our problems blew up. We really needed that, hey, heads up, heads up. What would you say to your younger self? Life's like a paper plane, don't steer the way. You're told no more fun, it's off to work. You need to earn a dime to have any work. But I don't play that way, and I'm always gonna say, take us back to when we were kids. We didn't know how good we had it. Now we're all just sick and sad and sad and take us back to before we grew up, before our problems blew up. We really needed that, hey, heads up, heads up. And I keep telling myself, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, yeah. And even when the sky keeps falling on my head, I'm standing on my feet and reaching for the stars.
Hey everyone, it is now Friday, and I am going to close this vlog here. Not just yet, because there are a couple of things that I do want to talk to you about. So I didn't update yesterday because I was really in a hyper-focused zone of working, and getting stuff done and trying to cut fabric. And I did do a B-roll of me cutting fabric, but I feel like it's always the same thing. And I have like hours long footage clips for maybe 10 minutes, and it takes up a lot of battery and space and all that stuff. So not always very convenient, and I don't like to go through those clips when I have like hours and hours to go through and only like take a tiny bit part here and there of everything. I just need to work and stop. Like, I don't want to be cutting fabric, stopping for the camera and stuff like that. It kind of stops the workflow. So I'm not a fan of that. So I filmed a bit and then just turned it off. And I also watch to a lot of booktube videos. I'm 4 months behind. I was 5 months behind, and I did catch up. And now I'm 4 months behind, which is nice. But I'm at the limit of the 4 months because that time frame goes on as the time passes. So I'm trying to watch videos quicker than the time would pass. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm rambling. Anyways, I watched a lot yesterday of that while working and got a lot of stuff done. And I did read, and I have some updates for you. So, first of all, I finished Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and this book. I had a feeling that some people didn't like it because it's about ordinary people, but it's a lot about grief. And we do not process grief the same way. And some people are blessed with not having had to deal with it for a long time. Like, it depends where you're at in your life, I think. And it can have a big impact on you if the book comes at the right moment in your life. I don't know if that makes sense. It's stories about many people, and like everyone goes through grief one way or another in their life, but it's hard. And some things you can relate more to than other things. And yeah, especially the last part really got to me. I know it was criticized from what I've seen, that like, because it's about a mother and a child, and some people were critiquing that it's a male author still talking about like a mother in this more cliche way. But in my opinion, it was well done, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I did cry. It's very rare. It was very late. That's why I didn't pick up the camera. Yeah, it did make me cry, and it wasn't forced. I can't cry on demand, so it was genuine. And yeah, I cannot wait to get to the other books in this series. Whew. This one was, yeah, tough or not, depending on where you're at in life, I think. And I think that's the reason why Under the Whispering Door got me to cry as well, because it was about grief and a mother and a child. And it's not necessarily a trigger to me, but yes, I kind of relate to those stories a little bit more. Not that I have lost any child, but with infertility and all that, you do go through a lot of grief, like monthly, daily. It's grief and grief and grief. And yeah, it gets to me a lot. I don't know. But like, I can understand that it's very character driven, and it's a process of going through grief. So technically there's no actual story. There's no action happening. So I've got a feeling that if you didn't like Under the Whispering Door, you're not gonna like this. But if you did, pick it up. It was so good. It was really, really good. So I gave it a 5 stars. I don't know if it's gonna be a 6 stars. I'm still thinking on it, but definitely a 5 for sure. Really happy. Thank you again so much, Asma, for this book. Then I did some catching up on Robin Hobb. I read 2 or 3 chapters. Spoilers. What I thought was gonna happen happened. Fitz got betrayed again. Like, when is he gonna learn to stop trusting people? And my gosh, why does he keep falling into these traps? And it frustrates me so much. I'm just hoping that he's gonna learn from that, because twice this has happened. And I really hope he doesn't fall into it. I'm surprised that Night Eyes didn't sense it beforehand. I think he was just maybe overwhelmed with like the barge stuff, and the water. But yeah, he keeps falling into these traps, and I hate it. And I just hope it doesn't happen a third time, because I'm gonna be really mad if that does happen. And it makes me sad. And I know it's gonna come out of it, but my gosh, just stop trusting anyone. Stop it. At one moment, I did think that Kettle was in fact Chade in disguise, because he's done that before, but doesn't turn out like she was. So I don't know, maybe we'll see. We'll have to read more, because he's not out of the situation yet. From where I am now, he's still trapped and he's not out of it. But yeah, I can understand feeling lonely though, and wanting to tell his story, because like I don't know if I would be better than him in this situation, because I can't for the life of me not talk about like what I'm going through in my life, and I'm very transparent, and sometimes I talk to myself and say, stop talking about this. Why are you saying these things, very vulnerable things, to other people that you barely know? I'm an open book, I guess. So I couldn't be a spy or undercover. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it is a stressful time. Not gonna lie. I still have maybe 15-ish hours to go, according to my reader. Also, I did not make any progress in A Promised Land. I fell behind on like my 1 chapter a day thing. So I'm going to try to finish the chapter I started the last time. I don't remember when it was. So it was a couple of chapters back, a couple of days back. So I'm going to finish that one because it's a long, very long chapter. I think it was like 100 pages. So I'm going to try to finish that, make some more progress in Assassin's Quest. And then I also started a new book. I started The Honey Witch, which is also on my reader, and I'm very surprised. I was not expecting this kind of read. It's historical and it's magical, and it seems very interesting, like the magic system, how that works, and how it's going to play out for now. And I love that our main character has a very strong will, and like she trusts her instincts, but at the same time she doesn't feel like she fits in the world, and with good reason. But she's getting some answers, and I feel like it didn't take a lot of time to get to the actual point of the book, and I appreciate that a lot. That we're going straight to the point and not building the world for too long, and it's going great. I'm really surprised at how it's reading and how I'm enjoying it so far. Romance is ish there, but our main character isn't really interested in a romance and getting married and stuff like that. So I don't know how it's gonna actually be, if it's gonna be like the main thing, or at least like it's the fantasy part, and the world and the story seems very important as well as the romance part. So that's just what I need for this type of book, which I'm happy with. So I'm excited to read more of that one as well. Is there anything else? I think that is it. I also received my new planner for next year, which is a small deer here. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't punch the holes and thing. Like, I'm not doing that because I do want to do a separate video talking about videos. I have been thinking about my TBR and what videos I want to do for my channel and stuff like that, and I think I want to do like a dedicated vlog. So hear me out. I am starting this month the 5th season, my reread of the 5th season, because I do want to get to book number 2 and 3. So I want to do a vlog reading the Broken Earth trilogy, all 3 of these books. I don't know how much time I'm going to take to be filming that, so I won't be talking about them that much in my regular vlogs because I don't want to spoil either video. But yeah, I feel like it would be an interesting type of video to do. I haven't done any of those type of videos so far, and I also wanted to do the same thing for the City of Brass, so the David Bad trilogy. I wasn't sure if I wanted to reread the City of Brass and which the second one, the Kingdom of Copper. I did get the Empire of Gold, which I do want to get to, but I feel like I want to reread the other 2 books. So I might do another dedicated vlog for that trilogy as well, which is very exciting. And I think I'm interested in doing some more vlogs like that in the future if I enjoy doing those. My only issue is that like I just have to be very careful not to mix up any of my clips and name them accordingly, so I don't get like mixed up with what clip is for which video. That's what I'm afraid of the most. Just keeping organized and like keeping my thoughts for those specific books in those specific vlogs. But I know that a lot of booktubers do vlogs like that, so we'll see. I think it's gonna be a fun time. So yeah, it may go on for a couple of months though, so I don't know if I'll have those vlogs out like before the end of the summer. I don't think so. We don't know, maybe we'll see. At least one maybe. But But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. And then yeah, I got a lot of things on my to-do list done. I did talk a lot to my mom yesterday, which is one of the other reasons why I didn't film much. I did try to plan ahead for the craft fair that I'm doing, and I did need to order some stickers for my packaging, but as well as a banner with my logo on it and stuff like that. And there were sales yesterday online, so I had to take care of that like ASAP so I can order them and get that. And yeah, trying to plan stuff. And I booked our hotel because it's not in our city. It's only an hour and a half from here, but still, it's going to be a fun time. I'm excited for that, but it's only in November, so we do have quite a while, but I do have still a lot of sewing to get done and stuff like that. So my to-do list is pretty long, but I have taken care of quite a bit of some stuff, which I'm really happy with. So on that note, I'm going to stop rambling and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.